Well, hello, and welcome back, or welcome for the first time to the Winning Wallet, where we know it's never too early and never too late to start taking good care of our finances. On this channel, you will find budgeting information, cash stuffings, savings challenges, sinking funds, and a little bit of wisdom thrown in from time to time. I'm not a professional, but I am a teacher in real life, and I only get paid 10 months out of the year. I'm on a financial journey, a quest, really, to manage recent economic challenges and to correct years of overspending in the beauty community. If you're new here, say hello down below so that I can send you hello right back. And thank you to all new and returning watchers. You are appreciated. If you haven't, please consider subscribing, like the video, leave me a comment, and come follow me on Instagram. I so appreciate your support. And now let's get into the video. As I mentioned, I am on a quest to pay myself back $30,000 for the last 7 years that I spent using my money unwisely in the beauty community. I was really emotionally, financially, mentally, really immersed in the beauty community. And over the last 7 years, it did cost me $30,000. It didn't cost me. Those were choices that I was making, and I am making different choices now. I no longer want to devote that much income to any community except for my own bank community. Those years are gone now, and I cannot take them back. But what I can do is put into place a plan to pay myself back. I shared in a recent video my plan for actually taking care of that business, taking care of paying myself back. And there were a couple of comments that my spreadsheet was confusing or my system was confusing. So I thought I would go ahead and break it down a little bit differently. I did recreate the spreadsheet that I had before. I am color coordinating certain things here on the spreadsheet, which I'll show you in just a minute. So hopefully this will clear up and kind of streamline what my thinking process is, as well as letting you know exactly what will be happening from month to month. So looking at these totals here, these are the totals that I spent for each year for the last 7 years. So this is the grand total of what I spent in the last 7 years in the beauty community on makeup, skincare, color cosmetics, perfume, $30,236. For the last 7 years, I tracked what I was spending, and these are the grand totals for each year, all combined, $30,236, which as an average would be $373 a month. There were some months at zero, some months with very little spending, and then some months into the thousands. So through the years, and I'll show you this in a minute on the spreadsheet, any month where I spent less than $100, I'm not too worried about that. It is not going to be included in the amount that I'm paying myself back. I think it is perfectly reasonable to think that for some months I would spend around $100 or less or thereabout. So any amount that is under $100, I am not paying myself back, and those are indicated on the spreadsheet, which I'm going to show you now. In pink, you will see already highlighted the amounts that were under $100. These are the years that I tracked my spending starting in 2016, ending this particular year, 2022. And for the amounts under $100, again, I colored those in pink. I am not going to worry about paying myself $94, $26, $96.53. Those I am just absorbing as a regular cost of buying a few products here and there, not worried about those amounts. When we move down one row, we will see totals by the month. I did this and I tracked for the month, the different months of the years, because I wanted to know which months were actually my most spendy. Least spendy is August, and that's when the school year starts. So that actually makes sense to me. I'm so busy at the beginning of the year, the first month or two of the school year, that there was no time to spend looking online or going into the store. Most of my shopping is actually done online. So this amount is relatively low historically over the month of August. But when we look at months like April and when we look at months like November, these are heavy spend months, or they had been for the last 7 years, namely because of the Sephora sale. I would go in, I would load my cart up, I would buy, then I would go back and do it again, then I would do it again. I would make significant purchases in the months of April and November, particularly because of the Sephora sale. And having those figures by the month, by the year, were important because I wanted to take an average of what I was spending each month. I am using this average to calculate paying myself back. And the averages represent all of the months combined and averaged out to give me an exact figure that I would have in the past spent each month for the last 7 years. So the average of the monthly totals that I would spend is represented here, and that's what I'm using in order to pay myself back. Moving down a column, this is where the fun happens. This is actually the payback, you guys. So when I take a look and the average for the month of October was $218, well, this past October, I didn't spend 1 penny. But for the last 7 years, I would spend an average of $218. Since I didn't buy one single thing, I am taking that $218. I'm considering that a payback month. So because the $218 here matches closely the $215 here from March of 2018, I colored those in yellow. This month right here, March 2018, for $215, that has been absorbed by my no shopping in the month of October as an average. This $218 that I did not spend cancels out this one little teeny month from years ago in 2018. And moving on now to November's average. Over the last 7 years, the average I would spend each November, $746. Well, this past November, I didn't spend 1 penny on makeup or skincare. So this 746 cancels out the month of July from the year 2020. Similarly, I had a smaller amount here of $84. The month of December, I'm not buying one gosh darn thing, you guys, not one thing of makeup or skincare. And so when I added those together, I went ahead and colored in the month of November from last year. The 84 and the 508 is a little bit more than 588, but that's okay. I will absorb the overage. In a snapshot, guys, that's what I'm doing. Every single month, not shopping, I am actually saving the average for that particular month. I feel very confident in this system because I kept very meticulous records. I'm an analyst by nature. I'm very detail oriented. So I can confidently say that these amounts represent what I was spending for the last 7 years. I hope this system makes sense to you. It does make sense to me in the way that I have broken down the monthly spending for the last 7 years, then taking the average of what I would spend for each month. And now that I'm not spending, counting that as quote unquote payback. So thank you for joining me today here on The Winning Wallet. We know it's never too early and never too late to start taking better care of our finances, and I am living proof of that. If you needed proof, here I am. I'm right here. So I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the day. Don't forget to move your self-care a little bit higher on your to-do list, your priority list, because we know self-care isn't selfish. And with that, I will wish you a good day. And until next time, bye for now.